So let's talk what we're talking about, hip hop. I have more questions that I wrote down on these pretty little note cards. So now we were talking before the break as sort of how hip hop has sort of started to influence mainstream music, and I find that really interesting because I find that I'm seeing a lot more of maybe like pop music that was inspired by just electronic dance music a few years ago is even delving into like say like trap style stuff or even just straight up hip hop or rap classically or R&B. Now, do you think that is damaging hip hop culture, or do you think that's helping enable it to get to that sort of higher platform?
I think it helps identify. I think it helps separate and identify. What people don't realize is like hip hop is not. Again, hip hop is not a genre. Hip hop is a way of life. Hip hop is what you're doing. Hip hop is how you're living your life, what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And then the words that come out of that, along with the beats that come with it, that's hip hop. It's something that it's not something that you just listen to and it's like you know the words to. It's something that you wake up to every day in your life. Honestly, like for me, hip hop is the rhythm of my life. Like it moves, and trust me, I listen to many other genres of music. I'm very eclectic. I listen to classical music. I listen to country music. So although it makes me sad as shit, but I listen to it.
Nice. So you listen to the good country.
Like the shit that's like, oh damn, he lost his dog, his car, his girlfriend, his mom, and his dad, and then the plane crashed into his house, and the toilet overflowed. Damn,
it's great. It's
like
great.
you know what I'm saying. So like I listen to everything. Yeah. But what you don't get with today's, I'm gonna call it music.
Yeah, music. Call it today's music.
It took me a notice I had to swallow my pride.
I did see that a little bit.
The music that is made today, that's not hip hop. It's music in its own form. A lot of people try to say it's hip hop because you know we had like DOS Effects back in the day, and DOS Effects would do their little thing, the bum stickity, you know what I'm saying? And it was like I don't know what a bum stickity is, but it's making me excited and I'm ready to get with it. Yeah. And then they try to like compare it to the yelling and screaming, me and my brothers. No, you're right.
But then again, MOP, you know, a group like that, which you can appreciate, you know, has a lot of loud, very, what some people might say, violent hip hop. Yeah. You know, but that part of that energy, that's also part of hip hop. So it just comes down to, I guess, what flavor, just like food, just like what flavor you like. I think for me, coming from like being a punk kid, I think that anger and that frustration I definitely identify with. And the rap I've been listening to a lot lately has been that sort of aggressive sort of anger, the stuff I can blast in my car and someone will be like, oh my gosh, it's so fun. It like helps. Because it relates to the
energy, the anger, the frustration, you know, and so I think that's really interesting. I mean, everything you're saying, Mr. PSA, is exactly what I say and I preach on this show about doing it yourself and that sort of mentality. DIY isn't a certain genre of music, it's a way of life. You're working towards, you're building with others, you're helping pull other people up, while at the same time keeping in mind you're trying to put yourself forward and trying to create this product that is you. And being that change you want to see. Now, I think what is interesting for me is sort of, for me, I'm always looking at bands and sort of analyzing how a band can like build themselves up properly. Now with rappers, I mean, we'll start with you, Manuel, if you want to jump on first. What do you think makes a good rapper? Like, is it a balance between lyrics or is it production? What do you think makes a good rapper?
Yeah, so I mean, me personally, I'm a lyrics person. Like, I start like the way that I got into rapping is I started just writing a lot. Awesome. And then I started rapping, but I feel like in order to be a successful rapper, I feel like the term a good rapper is different from a successful rapper. A successful rapper is someone that's able to market themselves and they just know who they're trying to reach. Yeah. But I feel like a good rapper is just generally someone that's able to rap but also paint a picture with the words and they're able to connect with people.
That's totally true because the songs where the lyrics like make me visualize something, I think for me music is always a visual thing as well. Even though you're just listening to it, I'm always picturing something in my mind. And so
I feel like it's a rarity that we'll have like a rapper that is like good, but it's also like mainstream, like successful. But I feel like whenever you see that, that's like kind of just like rejoice inside. So I'm like, oh, like he actually made it.
Right.
No, that's awesome.
That's one for hip hop, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Justice, how about you? What is sort of?
I think you put it very, very concisely. That it's great to see mainstream success coming from something that we might see as quality first, not quantity. You know, because some people are just, it's a manufacturing thing. They just pump out music, pump it out. It's a numbers game, right? But then some may take a more artistic curatorial approach where they'll be like, okay, I'm more selective with my beats. It's not just a machine where it's like, get this project out, get this by this date, you know, rushing deadlines. You're affecting the creative process. Totally. And I think that the mainstream success comes with conforming to that machine.
Yeah,
so
you're totally right about that.
It's just about knowing like where you fit in, you know, from the do-it-yourself thing, and then you start seeing you do it yourself like you're building a campfire, right? And next thing you know, wow, this is becoming something. Yeah. And then is it going to be corporate? Is it business now? Is it losing its touch? And it just kind of...
It's like, there's a part of me that like, I can't really knock like rappers that are like successful in the game, because like, even though they don't have lyrics, like they're smart in the sense that they know how to like brand themselves, they know how to market themselves, and they know exactly what they're doing. It's like,
but unfortunately, I think that's sort of like a huge issue right now in all creative cultures, right? So I think what you're saying is, on one end, it's admirable. You have this business sense, you have this ability to sort of socially network, or just network in general and get yourself out there. But I'm always looking for more content. You know, I'm always looking for what's the center, what's gonna hold me along. Are you just hitting viral notes as it goes along, or are you really trying to have a legacy that you leave behind? Now for you, P, do you have anything like that? What is your sort of mentality of a good rapper? I feel like this has been a long conversation you've had before. I let you go last so you could stew on it.
You know, I was in my brain, I was like, he's not gonna ask me this question, I hope.
Came right to you.
A good rapper. What is a good rapper?
Or at least what makes a rapper that you like to see?
Honestly, what I like to see is people actually give it a shot. Yeah. I like to see, like if, I hate to even stumble over my words, it's just so hard to like jump on this topic without like taking it too far. But honestly, sometimes people just need to hear it. Like, here's the PSA.
Yeah, let's go.
If you got a friend out there that's rapping, and no matter how much you try to aid to them getting better, and like they don't want to hear the words that I'm saying to you, it doesn't seem like they want to take what you're saying and apply it to what they're doing. Do yourself, myself, and everybody else in the world a favor and tell that person to shut the fuck up and stop rapping. Because there's too many of these cookie cutter rappers every 2 minutes. Everybody hears a song that's like 4 or 5 lyrics and then dope 808s and some dope beats, and it's like, I can do that too. Yeah. That's not, no, exactly. Please Jesus, stop. Like, well,
that's what I'm just saying. It's people jumping on the viral sort of like what's trending.
That's the problem with some people can, the public, you know, the public, the audience that hears this music we might not agree with. Yeah. Even if you hate on it though, you end up hating them into viral success.
That is also true. That is so true, man. Because you can hate on something until it gets popular. You know what I mean? I mean, that's even like the Hobo Johnson thing we were talking about earlier. Like, he is definitely a polarizing person. He is definitely polarizing to people. And I think whether you love him or hate him, that's what got him from being a Facebook video to being a real artist. You know what I mean? And so it's fucking crazy. It blows my mind. But I want to ask you guys something else.
We tell them to stop rapping, then they be like, get more amp, more motivation. Yeah, you want to tell me.
I want you to get more amp. That's what we need. But for you guys, what are some like good acts that actually inspire you? So we're talking about what makes a good rapper. What are some good rappers for you? We'll start with you, Mr. PSA.
Oh. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the mainstreamers out.
Yeah, let's go.
Because they're considered mainstream, and honestly. So we're gonna start with my man Token. Okay. Jordan Lucas. Okay. Just because, and it's not because like I do things. Trust me, just looking. It's just because what he says is actual words, is wordplay. He's giving you everything you want in hip hop music right now. Dope flavor. Eminem, and then I'm gonna just go right into my regular playlist. I got Dexter Soul, Zafir. ST Knack and the Tragic Allies, Paranorm. I got some Shalom. You might not have some Shalom, but you should get some Shalom and Ashley and Pear Tree in your life. So who else?
I'm gonna get like a SoundCloud link.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, by the time I'm done with you, you won't listen to any mainstream music anymore. I listen to mainstream music to have something to talk about. When it comes to what I'm listening to, like. My real like deep artist I'm listening to right now is Dexter Soul. Like even this new project, but his first project from Dexter Soul, Sorry I'm Late. Like yo, you gotta go catch that on SoundCloud. Like the dude embodies who he is. He didn't try to be anything else. You can see by my shirt, it's like I'm me, be you. Stop trying to copy and cookie cutter, and stop trying to be what you see on TV every 2 seconds. And like take a minute, go sit down in a room,
quiet time and figure out who you are and apply that to your life. Stop trying to be everybody else, because I got there's too many people out here like, yo, I got the full fifth and I clack it back, and then it's like, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't. You tie your damn shoes.
They were inspired by a gangster movie.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
no, that's definitely true.
You know what I'm saying? So I found myself listening to people, and again, the artists that I named, I know them, and I wouldn't have known them before, but I would have still listened to the music if it was given to me the way it was given to me, and it's because of what is being said on these tracks. You know what I'm saying?
So could you make us a playlist that we could share out? We're gonna
I can make you a dope playlist.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. We're gonna.
Business.
Oh, I can't wait for it. So Justice, how about you? You want to add in on this playlist?
The playlist, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a super fan. Pharoah Monch.
Okay.
You want to talk about storytelling? Wow. And for someone like him too, being he's asthmatic, and his breath control.
Wow.
And his stage performance, how he does that, it goes to show beyond being a good rapper.
Yeah.
Because you could be a good rapper and you get on stage and then performing artist. That's another part of the art form. So, And I just like the way he carries himself as an artist. Also, Black Thought, The Roots are definitely my favorite all-time hip hop group.
Nice.
Besides Wu-Tang, I mean, I can't even compare the two. It's like
that is a hard comparison of The Roots and Wu-Tang.
Yeah, but there are two groups that, like, if they had to pick one, which gets the top spot, I couldn't choose.
That's true. That's fair.
It's too hard. But like he said, for local artists, Token, he's definitely doing this thing. Joyner Lucas he's created quite a tsunami for himself. And also for a lot of other artists in Massachusetts, if they pay attention and they do it themselves, and they don't wait for somebody to teach them how to surf that wave, they just see what's happening and position themselves accordingly. There's a lot of opportunity out there. Joyner went for it.
Yeah.
And, there's that's why he's on a lot of people's playlists,
Nice.
Stop crying.
Yeah, so
true.
So how about you, Kinoshi?
Yeah,
Emmanuel?
so for me, like, my favorite artist of all time is Nas.
Okay.
Like, Illmatic, that was like what got me into rap, and I was like, I didn't know you could like rap like that. Like, prior to that, I was listening to Nelly, but like Eminem, like you said, Tupac, it's cliches, but someone that really got me into like rap, or like just like the dynamics of rap, is Charles Hamilton.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have heard of him before, but he's from Harlem. He's like the OG goth. I know like goth rap is in now, but he's like the OG goth.
Goth rap? What is goth rap?
Yeah, you're gonna have to let me know about that one.
Yeah, what is goth rap?
You guys like you've heard of like Lil Peep at all? Like
okay,
yeah,
emo
like,
rap.
Emo rap, yeah. That's actually kind of been inspiring me too. I don't know if you guys have heard of Divine Minds at all. Or, like,
not familiar.
No, basically. They put on shows, and they were like actually putting on like a huge show in Lowell like a couple months back. Yeah, and they had like a bunch of people like Cousin Stitz and like just a lot of people who are in the scene, and it's pretty cool.
I think it's just enigmatic of like the new crop of people you get. You know what I mean? You see, and I do think that, like we were saying about how rap and hip hop has influenced several other genres, and that's where you get these subgenres. It's the same with punk music. It's the same with rock music. It's the same with blues.
Right, absolutely.
There was folk music in America, and then white people stole blues music and made rock and roll.
Hey,
and then you
I didn't say it.
I said it. I can say it. I can talk shit about white people. We all can talk shit about white people here. That's kind of that's how we do on the show. But so then past that we go, and then punk comes out, and then punk influences every genre, and then I think that's the same thing with rap and hip hop. I think it's just going down the line.
That combination of influences that came before it.
Exactly.
So it's going to have its influence on everything to come after.
And everyone's going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to combine this and that and going to make a great sandwich.
And that's the thing you have to respect about art. Some people, even myself, I've been guilty of this coming up with a lot of my mentors, hip hop purists, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you get older, you can see how things morph and things evolve, and the new things that come out, and we realize that there's one thing, respect it because it's art. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you can't just be like, oh, that's not hip hop. Okay, but it's still art.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.